Good day, everyone. Today I will presenting the use of ICT in social welfare programs. In these slides, information and communication technology has transformed how governments deliver social welfare services. Through digital systems, governments can efficiently identify beneficiaries, distribute assistance, and monitor programs' outcomes. In the Philippines, ICT plays a critical role in strengthening social protection programs, especially in large scale initiatives such as poverty alleviation, disaster response, and financial assistance. For social welfare programs are designed to support vulnerable sectors such as low-income families, persons with disabilities, senior citizens, children at risk, and disaster-affected communities. Traditionally, these programs relied on manual processes, which were often slow, inefficient, and prone to corruptions or errors. With the integration of ICT, governments are now able to streamline operations, improve targeting mechanisms, and ensure that assistance reaches the intended beneficiaries in a timely manner. The next slide is social welfare programs. Social welfare programs are government initiatives designed to improve the well being of disadvantaged individuals and communities. These programs provide assistance such as financial aid, healthcare, education support, and disaster relief. Here is the examples of social welfare programs in the Philippines. First is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program or ang aton nga 4Ps. Next is the Social Amelioration Program or SAP. Lastly is the Disaster Program Services. In this slide shows the importance of ICT and social welfare. First is the efficiency, faster processing of application and delivery of services, and transparency, reduce corruptions and leakage through digital tracking. Next is the accessibility, allows remote and underserved communities to access services. Next one is the data management, enables accurate beneficiary targeting through databases. And lastly is the monitoring and evaluation, real-time tracking of program implementation. In these slides shows how ICT helps deliver social welfare programs in a step-by-step process. First is the assess, check who needs help, like collect information, register people, and understand their situation. Next is the enroll, decide who qualifies, like check eligibility, approve benefits or services, and notify people. Next is the provide, give the support, deliver money, aid, healthcare, food, or services. Lastly is the manage, monitor and update, like track if help is working, handle complaints, and update records. What ICT does: computers, database, internet systems, and digital tools make the process faster, organized, accurate, and easier to manage. In this slide shows application of ICT and social welfare programs. First is the conditional cash transfer programs. For example, ICT is used to monitor compliance, example, school attendance, health checkups, and ensure accurate funds distribution. Next is the disaster risk reduction and management. For example, early warning systems, real-time disaster mapping, efficient relief distribution. Next is the healthcare and social protection. For example, electronic health records, telemedicine services, and health insurance systems. Lastly is the child and family welfare services. For example, case management system, monitoring at the risk of children, adoption and foster care database. In this slides is the Philippine case studies. First is the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program or ang atong ginatawag na 4Ps. Uses ICT systems for beneficiary targeting, monitoring compliance, and cash distributions. Next is the Listahan or National Household Targeting System, a database that identifies poor households using data analytics. Next is the Social Amelioration Program or ang ginatawag natin nga SAP during COVID-19. Utilize digital platforms and e-wallets, for example, GCash and PMaya, for financial and distribution. Lastly is the DSW Disaster Response Operations Monitoring and Information Center, or tinatawag natin nga DROMIC, provides real-time disasters data using ICT tools. So, what are the benefits of ICT and social welfare? First is the administrative efficiency. Automation reduces paperwork and speeds up processes. Next, improve governance. Transparency mechanism reduce corrupts and enhance accountability. Better decision making, data analytics, support evidence based policy making. Next is the financial inclusion. Digital payments connect beneficiaries to formal financial systems. Lastly is the citizen empowerment. Access to information increases public trust and participation. So, what are the challenges in ICT implementation? First, the digital divide, limited internet access, and digital literacy hinder programs' effectiveness. Next is the data privacy and security risk. Sensitive personal data must be protected against breaches and misuse. Next is the high implementation cost. Initial investments in infrastructure and systems can be expensive. Next is the institutional resistance. Some personnel may resist transitioning from manual to digital systems. Lastly is the system integration issues. Different government systems may not be compatible with each other. So to improve ICT use in social welfare program, first is to strengthen digital infrastructure nationwide, provide ICT trainings for beneficiaries and government staff, and enhance data privacy and cybersecurity measures, expand partnership with private tech companies, develop user programs, digital platform. Lastly is to ensure inclusivity for marginalized sectors. And that concludes my presentation about the use of ICT and social welfare programs. I hope you learn how technology helps improve communication, service delivery, and support for communities. Thank you everyone for listening.